It is a new month, meaning new money to be made. With that being said, man, I'm going to be giving you guys some stocks that I recommend weekly. You're putting $50 in, and you guys will not regret this. We have to start a long term. You have to have a savings account. If you guys want to become financially free, this is one way to do it. I'm going to be helping you guys, and I'm going to be joining you guys along this journey. I personally do this with a little bit more money, but we can do it in these stocks too. These are some stocks that I'm watching and some stocks that got some decent news and honestly, some stocks that can potentially pump up even more than you expect. But the first one on the list, of course, NVIDIA, especially right now with this down dip right now. And if we go up over here, we seen that last August, we actually had a big sell off, but guess what? A little V-shaped recovery back up. And if we could see something like this once again, that $50 can turn into a lot of money, especially with some of these stocks. But Nvidia is going to be one that I'm watching. People are saying Nvidia can get to $250 by the end of the year, which can make you a decent amount of money, especially if you put, $50, three weeks, you almost have a whole share, and that can turn into $250 potentially. With that being said, man, my goal is to hold this for the rest of the year, maybe like four or five more months if you guys want, and you guys can sell it if you want, and or hold it even longer and continue this $50 grind. This isn't even that much money, $200 a month mainly. But with that being said, NVIDIA is going to be the first one. Powerhouse of AI. Very, very good. Next one, of course, going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving pretty strong. $50, you may think that it's not going to really show too much, but it will show. With that being said, especially Bitcoin, maybe in like 2, 3, 4 years, you can see Bitcoin like maybe 500,000 to $1 million, people are saying. So this is one that you want to be a part of, your $50 deposits every single month or every single week. Sorry. This is going to be a great one to get into. Another one is going to be Apple, just because Apple is still down like 16% plus from the April dip that happened with all of the tariffs. With that all being said, man, Apple has been behind with their AI and being a part of the AI race, but now they might. Okay, keyword might. This isn't really official yet, but when this becomes official, this can bring Apple up to the upside a decent amount. But building its own AI answer engine with their own AI chips with TSMC. TSMC is another stock that you can watch. But if we zoom out on Apple a little bit more, some of my buy targets is for call options, but I do have a lot of shares in Apple. With that being said, my first one is going to be that 200 level, 196.5, and that 195 level. And honestly, man, Apple has a pretty decent bounce off of these levels right here that I've seen in the past. And especially with it still being down, Apple is that one stock that doesn't sell off too much. We did see a big sell off like from that 215, but we can only get down to probably like 200, 196.5 to that 195 level. So watch these levels if you guys do want to load up. Do not buy these stocks at all-time highs though. That's all I'm going to say. So try to look for a good value on these stocks. First link in the description below, I have a bunch of courses to help you guys become more profitable. I have a long-term that gives you guys 40 free stocks to outperform the S&P 500, especially in this time. And I also have, how to read charts, basic beginner things for trading overall, and how to make money off of $0 on your computer. So go check out these courses with that code down below. You guys can get 50% off, and the courses are already relatively cheap. I can promise you, you'll make your money back within the first day of using all the knowledge that you guys learned, and has step-to-step guides too. Another one that I'm personally looking at is ATAI, and I've been shouting this one out a lot. I tried to tell you guys to load up at that 250 level, and now we're shooting up to the moon. We're at $4.31. I'm personally going to be selling some of my shares. Maybe if we can hit that $8 to that $10 level, I'm going to be selling my initial deposit into this, basically making these shares free and having a lot of shares left over, because that is going to be like 2x 3x my original investment, and is going to bring me up a lot. And now ATI is going to be relatively like basically free for me. So basically, man, I do recommend getting into ATAI. It's not too early yet, and honestly, man, people are hyping this stock up saying you can get to $14, $16, $25. And honestly, if you hold it for like a year plus, it can probably get up even higher than that, especially if you get some more pumping into it. So I do recommend looking at ATAI. This is a stock that I've been shouting out a lot, making shorts on it. So if you guys want to stay updated, just make sure those post notifications are on. I'm going to update you guys. And when I'm selling, I'm going to tell you guys when I sell, because I don't want to get you guys in and, not tell you guys when I'm selling. Another one is going to be Tesla. I'm personally watching Tesla at that 300, 293.5 level. These two levels are some decent levels, my call option levels, but you can also load in because honestly, we have a lot of bounces off these levels as well. And honestly, we're at those levels where we can make a decent bounce and a decent run back. Another one that you can load up on is Google. Google does a lot, man. They do Android, they have their own phones, they have cloud, they have so much thing. YouTube, you guys are using Google right now if you guys didn't even know. With that all being said, man, I personally load up on my long term with Google and sometimes do some short term plays. With that all being said, man, I'm looking at that 188.2, 186.12, and maybe even that 190 level soon if we do start itching down lower. With that being said, man, I think Google can get back up to that 200 level, retest it when we get back to some highs. And honestly, man, Google is that stock that you guys don't want to miss out on. With that all being said, though, man, good luck trading today, man. Have some fun. Have those post notifications on. I make videos like this all the time. And before market opens, I do make a stock market outlook video to give you guys supports and resistance, some stocks to trade if you guys are day traders. But I make videos like this after hours to help you guys out on your long term. And honestly, just show you guys what stocks to trade. With that being said, smash the like button, subscribe. Check out that link in the description below. First link, it is some courses to learn how to trade better, become more profitable. And I'll see you guys next one. Let's get the 500 subs. Peace out.